Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany, and in today's video I am going to talk about this little itty bitty guy. This guy is such a cute little itty bitty planner. This is a VDS planner, and that, for those of you who don't know, that means a VanDerSpek planner. And this is the Touch Me leather, which comes already pre-made and will ship out to you within a week or so of business days. And so I ordered mine about 2 weeks ago, and I just got it on Monday. So I have set it up to be my financial planner. And you may be asking, like, what the heck, Brittany? I thought you weren't going to be using rings. Well, I recently purchased 2 ring planners from Foxy Fix because I really wanted to try it out, and I realized it wasn't really working for me. So I went back to folios, and I never really left the folio thing, but I couldn't figure out what to do with all those extra papers. The reason why I like folios is because I like to keep my journals. I don't want to have loose leaf paper, and that was one of the concepts I couldn't really understand with rings and with planning, and so that's why I like bound books. But I figured that maybe I can use ring notebooks for financial reasons, and I can see myself throwing away the loose leaf papers in the future because I don't need to keep them. I mean, it would just be something I would need for a short period of time, and then I can toss them. So that's why I am trying out this setup, and I wanted to get something really small, nothing that would be too big, and something that I could just toss in my bag if I'm on the go and I need it around. So that's what this is. First thing I want to do is talk about the leather. This is my second purchase from VDS that is actually at my house. I actually have one other purchase, but I've been waiting for it to be made. I'm hoping, I think by next week it should ship out. This is the black ostrich print leather with the acacia on the inside. I've talked about this a couple times. This is my Hobonichi Weeks cover I've been using ever since I got it. I really like it. I like how durable it is, and everything is perfect on this. I don't have any issues with the print or the leather. The leather, again, is very durable. I noticed the other day I had something sticky in my purse. It's like I can't avoid yucky stuff getting into my purse somehow. And when I was filling the edges, it somehow got on the edge of this cover. And I was just kind of rubbing it, and it just rubbed out. And so it's like my experience with this leather and this notebook has been really good so far. And so that is exciting. And I did do a video on leather samples. And so I've heard that sometimes when you get the leather sample, it's not entirely the same when you actually get the planner, because this company does line their planners. They aren't, for lack of a better word, raw, like the other planners that you get from like Chic Sparrow or something from Foxy Fix or something from like Sojourner, how the insides have that like smooth feeling or that nap to it. Well, these are lined with leather, so you don't feel that. You just feel leather. And of course, you have different leather options with VDS and with Giglio. And so I wanted to show you the samples in comparison to the actual leather that's on my planners. So this was the acacia, and that is actually, I actually got the light acacia leather, which is a little bit lighter than this one, and that's what the leather was on here. To me, it feels more like this Cuyo Napa, whereas this feels a little bit more grippy, like I've mentioned in the video. But when I compare the ostrich leather sample to my ostrich, it's very similar. It's actually just a tad bit harder in my opinion than this. Like, you know, this one is really flexible, but that's because it's not lined on the back. So when I like fill it, it's not as flexible. This is actually a pretty stiff planner, in my opinion. But again, I have the cover in here right now. So it is flexible, you know, but it's not gonna like completely mold like this. I mean, I feel like I would ruin it if I were to do that. And I'm pretty sure this has to do with all the extra layers that are involved in this planner. But just to show you how it would compare, I feel like the ostrich is pretty similar to what I feel with this planner. And as for the Touch Me, I did get the Touch Me Noir. This is what the back of the Touch Me would feel like. It's really has kind of like a pretty thick nappy feel, and it does feel pretty smooth and soft on the back. Now the front does have pebbly texture. I didn't put any specific notes in here, but you can see the difference in texture. You see the pebbles are a little bit bigger here than my pebbles are. I would say overall it seems like the pebbles are a little bit are mainly uniform. They're all pretty much the same size, but I'm pretty sure that if you were to ask for larger pebbles or texture, they would accommodate the best that they could. I didn't add any type of notes into my order, but this one is smooth. It has a feel of, you know, texture on the top, as is this one, pebbly. But the interesting thing is that it's very, like, it's kind of squishy, which is nice. I really like it. It surprised me a little bit, and it's very flexible. If I didn't have what I have in here, you would be able to see how flexible it really is. I didn't ask for any stiffener, and with the Touch Me already shipped items that you can get, you don't really have that option to add stiffener. It would have to be under a custom made planner. Okay, so let's compare the size. I didn't do any measurements, as you can find the measurements on the site, but I do have my Giglio. This is the A6 size, and this one is, of course, the smallest size that they offer on VDS. Now, one of the craziest things I've noticed, which is really exciting, is that this pen loop on the VDS can accommodate larger pens than the Giglio. And I'm pretty sure over time the Giglio will expand. The Giglio does have like this stretchy elastic, and this one has the same stretchy elastic, but I feel like this elastic is a little bit more stretchy to me. And you can see, actually, seems like some of the glue is right there, but it's stitched, so it shouldn't fall apart. Okay, so let's get into the planner itself. I didn't want to do, I'm not the type to do like overly decorate my planner. If you've been following me for a while, you know I do like a little bit of glam and prettiness. So you have a pocket here, and I just put in a sticker, and then this was actually from one of my other planners that I had made, and so I just kind of stuck it there and it fit. So I put that in there, and then you get a zipper pouch which can hold money or cash or stickers. You also have this inside little pouch right here, and then you get the secretarial pocket, and I just have some glitter sticker paper in here. And then on the back side you get another pocket which is wider than a card slot, and then you get 1, 2, and 3 card slot pockets, and they are lined on the back. so your card isn't going to fall all the way through, which is nice. And then you have another secretarial, and then you have, ta-da, the big back pocket. So for something so small, it seems like you can fit quite a lot in here. Now I have my Sailor fountain pen in here, which fits very easily. I don't have to push or haggle with it at all. It just slides right through, and this is like the second time I actually put it in here. I just put some journaling cards in here in the front. Obviously I messed up on my hole punch here, so I had to do it on the other side. Then some glitter paper, and then some paper from Hobby Lobby. And I had these tabs, which they're clear tabs and double-sided and already adhesive, and I can't remember where I got them from. It was from another order at some point in time, and I saved them, and I was like, oh, I can use these. So I ended up using them, and then I used my Dymo to title them. So this is like an embossed label here. And so I have daily, I have charges, bills, and savings. And I haven't written anything in here. I wanted to do a video of it first before I write anything down. So I pretty much just kind of set it up for myself. So the inserts I use are those from SM Plans. I am obsessing over her videos lately, and so I went to her shop, and I really like the attention to detail when she adds a little bit of color. And so that pop of color to me is just, it makes doing finances just a little bit more fun. So I have like a weekly, I don't even know, why did I put daily? I don't know. I'm just now thinking about this. I just set this up the other day, and I may have to change this out. This is like adhesive, so I can just rip it off. But this is like a weekly plan, and it would just be what my daily goal is, or what my weekly goal is for spending, and putting limits on myself. And I may even use this to help track my business on Etsy as well. So I really like the way that looks. I am still a newbie at printing, printing like the inserts and things that are downloadable. So I can't always figure out how to get it double-sided. Even though my printer prints double-sided, I'm just like, I need to look into it more. Obviously, you can tell that I'm a newbie at this. The paper, however, I've talked about it before in my other ring video. I'm still using the paper that is like super smooth and is really fountain pen friendly. So I love this paper. Now, next thing are my charges. This is just to keep track of my expenses. More specifically, just to be able to write it down and not like type it out, or not just see it on my like my transactions online, but to actually write it down for me makes a difference. And so that's how I want to keep track of those. Ideally, that would be something I do on the daily, like at the end of the day, or if I happen to skip a day, maybe like midweek, I can fill out all my expenses and then kind of sum it up at the end of the week. Okay, so you can see how I messed it up again here. Like, what am I doing? Get it together. Next thing is bills. So I had a good accident, and what I did was I was almost running out of this paper, and I wanted to back it up with something else. And because of the way I was printing, everything was not printing right, so I couldn't back it up how I did here, where this is the back starting page for this. I just glued them together. But for some reason, these were printing all on their own. So I made this little doohickey. I don't even know what to call it. But it's kind of nice because it kind of hides what you have, you know, in this section. So you could see it looks like this. And then when you want to use it, just pull it up, and then I can take it out and then pull this back down. And this was actually something I made from an envelope I got for Mother's Day, hence the color pink, and it kind of matches. And I just happened to cut the back of it to fit on here, and then I had this flap, and I was like, hey, that's perfect. I could just cut slits so you can kind of see the envelope shape here. So it was a happy accident. And then if I don't want to use that feature, I could just use it like this. But I kind of like how it's hidden. And again, I'm using SM Plans. And again, I love this pop of pink. And then savings. So savings, of course, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, but hopefully this will help me try to save more as I'm writing it down and seeing the numbers grow. That is always exciting. So included the savings tracker, again with pops of pink. And I think that this is perfect little notebook for me. You can see I don't have, it's not completely full. I didn't feel like I needed to print like 20 pages of each one of these. I just have a little bit at a time, so I don't need it to be stuffed, but I think it's pretty perfect how it is right now. And you could see here this view, not really thick, but like perfect. It's not like overstuffed as much as I like things to be overstuffed. This one isn't, but it's doing okay. Also, I forgot to mention in the back, I have checks and I have my stamps. Then I have this little fortune teller doohickey thing that I found in an old order of stuff. So I have all those. And that pretty much sums up everything. I have like an extra sheet of a tracker, expense tracker in here. But I really, really like the setup so far. Am I going to use it? Yes, I'm going to use it. I'm going to make sure that it gets used and that I start writing in it and putting everything down. And I can give you an update probably in like a month or so if you guys are interested in that, to see how it is. This thing is like the size of my palm, easy to grab. Maybe one of these days, if I'm really doing well, maybe it could be a wallet. Or a travel wallet or something like that. But so far I really like it. The snap is really nice. I really like that sound, and it's just so cute. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing because I have a lot more to come, and I will catch you guys all in the next video. Bye.